How to work the present value of a single payment. This problem, you will receive $10,000 5 years from today. If your cost of money is 6%, what is that payment worth to you today? I want you to get in the habit of using these timelines, drawing it so that you always know how to solve the problem. So this problem is saying we're going to receive $10,000 5 years from now. Formula for present value is the cash flow times 1 divided by 1 plus the rate to the nth power. Fill in our values. Cash flow here is 10,000. Multiply that by 1 over 1 plus 0.06. And for the nth power, it might be obvious on this one, but I'm still going to walk through it because on some of the upcoming problems, this is going to be more important. So how far are we discounting this cash flow back? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 periods. Just count the humps. So that would be to the 5th power. Do the math. I'm going to start by solving this right here, the bottom part of the equation, denominator of this equation. 1.06 rust yx to the 5th equals, so that would be 1 over 1.3382. Now again, you can round here to 4 decimal places, or you can take what's in the calculator so that you don't have rounding error. So now I need to take this 1 divided by this number. Let me show you a shortcut. Look at the alternate function on this key, on the division key. The alternate, you can't really see it in the video, but the alternate function there is 1 over x, which is exactly what we need here. That will take the inverse of this number. So if we take this number and go rust 1 over x, I get 0.7472. If you wanted to round, it would be 7473. I'm going to go ahead and leave this value in the calculator. Now I'm ready to take it times 10,000. Oh, let me take a step back. This is your present value factor. Okay, so take that number times 10,000. 7472.58 is the present value. Keep in mind, with present value, you're taking a future amount and you're discounting it back to the future. You know that your answer needs to be less than $10,000, because what you're doing is recognizing that it has a cost to wait 5 years to get to this money. There's a cost involved of not having that money in your pocket yet. So the answer you're going to come up with is going to be less than $10,000. If you go back to the future value problem where you're taking money and it's earning interest, then the answer is always going to be larger than your cash flow. You can also remember which formula to use, because if you look at this, this is a fraction. So that's going to give you an amount smaller than your cash flow, right? When you take something times a fraction, you're going to get a smaller amount. So that should help you remember present value. It's going to be smaller than the cash flow. And I got to use this formula because I'm going to end up with a fraction of my cash flow. Hope that makes sense.